And now we take you live to Milwaukee. It is day 3 of the Republican National Convention underway, and tonight the country will hear from Trump's selected running mate, Ohio Senator J.D. Vance, speaking on the national stage for the first time since being selected as Trump's running mate. And it's the first time that Vance has ever attended. This is the first RNC he's ever attended, I should say. Fox's Aaron Maben live in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. What a debut. First RNC, and he's the VP nominee.
Absolutely. You can feel the energy here when you walk through the barricades and that fortress that is the RNC, Jason. A lot of people looking forward to what he is going to say. You mentioned this is his first convention. It's also the first convention for a lot of young people. And today there was a big focus on courting young voters ahead of the election. Let me take you to a special event. It was called Youth Vote Fest. This was a nonpartisan event, but there were RNC delegates and alternates at this event. It was officially hosted by the University of Chicago's Institute of Politics. They put the workshop together. The young group of people that were there learned about navigating the voting process, how to have nonpartisan conversations, and how to be informed during the elections. In recent elections, Democrats have had an advantage when it comes to really pulling in those young voters. They voted for President Biden by a 24-point margin in 2020. Political experts we talked with find the young vote is increasing across the last few election cycles, especially at a battleground state where you are and where I'm at right here in Wisconsin. 2 young Republicans shared with me why they're behind Donald Trump, and the organizer of this young voting event talked to me about why all young voters need to be really tuned in this next election.
The most important issue to me is inflation because I'm a first-generation college student. I just got through my first year of college. I'm going into my second. I've had to deal with tuition payments, credit card payments, stuff like that for the very first time.
An unstable world and what that means for us. If you look at foreign policy right now, the Biden administration, we currently have 2 hot wars going on, one in Europe and the Middle East.
It's extremely important for young folks to feel engaged, to feel connected to the issues that do affect them, whether it's policy matters on the local level or national issues.
So that organizer you just heard from right there said they will also be holding a very similar session coming up at the DNC in Chicago. But back to the RNC right here in Milwaukee. A lot of people looking forward to what J.D. Vance has to say tonight and what former President Donald Trump has to say tomorrow. We're live in Milwaukee. Aaron Maben, Fox 29 News.
Thank you, Aaron. Appreciate it. And a new poll shows about 65% of Democrats want President Joe Biden to withdraw from the presidential race and let the party nominate someone else. The AP Norc Center for Public Affairs surveyed about 1,200 people from July 11th to the 15th, and they say the poll was mostly completed before the assassination attempt on former President Trump. Be sure to stay with Fox 29 for the latest headlines from the RNC, as well as all your election news.